While living in the city, we tend to get lost in the concrete jungle. In our modern, fast-paced world, we are all now attached to our technologies, whether it be for work or personal reasons. We forget to stop and look around to appreciate all the nature surrounding us. Sometimes it is refreshing to just step away from our screens and step into our beautiful green space. Lucky for us people in the city, there are many green spaces available to us with many ways to get there. It is important to take time away from our screens and spend more time in a green space. Green spaces greatly benefit our environment as it improves air and water quality, regulate temperature, aid soil nutrient cycling, reduce traffic noise, offset greenhouse gas emissions, and more. Not only does it benefit our environment, but it also helps us. Being in a green space can reduce our stress levels and boost our mental and physical health. It is a great way to relieve stress and calm your mind when you are feeling overwhelmed. One of our biggest and most popular green spaces here in New York City is Central Park. It is easily accessible because the city is filled with public transportation. Although this is not the closest green space available to me, Central Park is my personal favorite and is the one I visit most often. I come here on most weekends with my boyfriend, and we always take a nice stroll around the park, enjoying the scenery, having good conversations, and taking our minds off work and any deadlines we have. Where I live, I have a train station 5 minutes away from my house. It is the 7 train line, and it is usually very reliable. All you need is a Metro card, and you can go anywhere you like in the city.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
After getting on the 7 train, I head to Queensboro Plaza to make my transfer to the N train. It usually comes in less than 10 minutes. This is the stop that I get off for Central Park, 5th Ave, 59th Street. As you come up the stairs, you immediately see a crowd of people walking in all directions. There is always a mix of tourists, workers, families, couples, or just people who pass by. The outside of the park can be very chaotic. It's filled with people walking fast, food vendors, pets, and all sorts of people. The traffic is noisy, and there's just too much going on. However, once you step inside of the park, the city noise gets drowned out, and this is where you can really relax. Central Park was the first landscaped public park in the United States. The purpose of this park was to give people living here an escape from the stresses that urban life gave and to commune with nature and other people who lived here. When you walk in from that entrance of the park, you will come across this area that changes with the season. This area is called the Woolman Rink, famous for its ice skating rinks during the wintertime. You may come here with friends and family, or even yourself, and enjoy ice skating around the rink. However, during the summer, this area was turned into a funky roller disco where people were able to roller skate instead. As you continue to walk down, you will approach the Literary Walk in the mall, one of the popular areas in Central Park. This is a long walk but surrounded by loads of trees and great scenery. This is a great area to have conversations with people you're with while enjoying being surrounded by nature. You can also find many kinds of artwork some people may sell here. If you are lucky, you may spot a group of people playing all sorts of instruments and dancing together. This is called the Bethesda Fountain. It is quite often that there will be performers here that are either singing or dancing. People also tend to fish around here, but they do have to place the fish back in the water. Also, some people bring some food to feed the ducks and the turtles here by the lake. As you walk down, you'll come across a low boathouse. This is a restaurant right by the lake where people can rent boats to row around for a set time. However, this restaurant is set to be closed, but you can still rent the boats. It is truly a romantic setting for couples to have a date, but it can also be really fun for friends and family. Another popular area is called the Strawberry Fields. It was in the dedication to former Beatles member John Lennon, named after the Beatles song Strawberry Fields Forever, which was written by John Lennon. This landscape was designed by the landscape architect Bruce Kelly, along with Lennon's wife Yoko Ono. This area was across from the Dakota building where Lennon and his wife resided and where he loved to walk. People who visit often leave flowers in memory of Lennon. Although there is a sad story behind it, people found beauty in this memorial, surrounded by nature, flowers, and people who loved him.
It's easy if you try. Know how below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. No religion too. Imagine all the people.
There are so many different architects in Central Park that it's hard to go through it all in one day. It's a great way to explore different areas when you want to take walks or spend time with others. Being in green spaces doesn't have to be boring. Just like Central Park, it is filled with activities and there's always something going on. Living in the city, we have the pleasure of having access to multiple green spaces, and it's important to take advantage of the areas available to enjoy nature that can be lost and forgotten in a fast-paced, technology-driven city.
And the world will live as one. Yeah.